controversial federal program meant to stamp out fraud, but critics say it targets legal businesses that the Obama administration simply doesn't like by pressuring banks to cut off their accounts. Some of the targets include gun stores.
I was notified by the bank on November 13th that they had to close my account due to being a gun dealer. And, you know, it's a sad day in America when this can happen to you.
No kidding. Did the Department of Justice go too far by targeting legitimate business owners? That was the focus of a hearing on Capitol Hill yesterday, led by our next guest. Joining us right now is Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy. Good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Steve.
These are legal businesses, and yet they've been targeted by the government, right?
Yeah, so listen, in your intro you said that this was a focus on fraud, or so they claim.
Right.
Not at all. This is the administration. They don't like guns. And so this is a very clever way to get around the Second Amendment and to, at the FDIC and other bank regulators, tell banks, you can't do business with gun dealers or ammunition manufacturers or payday lenders or smoke shops. They've got a target list, and this is across the board. Whether you're a fraudulent business or you're a legal business,
right,
they are putting you out of business because the administration says, we don't like you.
Some of the businesses you just detailed right there, some of the businesses targeted by this operation: fireworks sales, tobacco sales, coin dealers, debt collectors, pawnbrokers, pharmaceutical sales. Congressman, let me ask you this. We know famously that Lois Lerner in the IRS targeted political opponents of the administration, people they didn't like politically. So these are legal businesses the administration doesn't like, and so they're able to target them and freeze their assets through this program?
And Lois Lerner said, I'm not targeting conservatives. No, no, no. And the FDIC is also saying, we're not targeting gun stores and ammunition manufacturers. But the truth is, we exposed in our hearing yesterday that it's rampant throughout the FDIC. High-level individuals are targeting all of these legal businesses. Listen, I mean, this is anti-American stuff, Steve. And we in Congress are going to push back on this. One other point I want to make for you is, when the FDIC or the bank regulators put pressure on a bank to say, listen, stop doing business with a gun dealer, you might ask, well, why don't the banks come forward and tell America this is what the bank regulators are doing?
Right.
The key is, the banks can't tell you. They're prohibited from telling you what the FDIC is telling them. So they're sworn to secrecy. So the only way this is going to come out on how the Obama administration is getting around the Second Amendment and taking out gun dealers and ammunition manufacturers is if us in Congress do our work and we expose it. And